Recently, the August House kicked off with debate on the special CHOGM report compiled by the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament following investigations by the Auditor General's Office. Among other steps that Parliament has taken so far is the exoneration of the Security Minister Mama Mbabazi and the State Minister for Works John Byabagamba. According to Parliament, though the two among the government heavyweights who had a big hand in the misappropriation of CHOGM funds, there was not enough evidence implicating them to be involved in the procurement process. However, according to Uganda Debt Network, one of the organizations monitoring government expenditure, this is impunity of the highest order in the eyes of the public.
So many corruption scandals have come up involving people that are very, very close to the president. But despite the president's statement all the time, I think since 2007 that he has a zero tolerance policy towards corruption. We have not seen that happening in practice.
Referring to the National Integrity Survey for the year 2008, Martha Nanjobo, the head Uganda Debt Network, says corruption is more entrenched in Uganda and government is not doing enough to fight it. Nanjobo adds that despite the fact that President Yoweri Museveni keeps preaching the gospel of fighting corruption among government officials, a lot is left behind to be desired. She questions the manner in which Parliament exonerates some individuals while leaving others to own up their mistakes.
But why is it that you're forgiving one person and then you're refusing to forgive Cheye, then you forgive another person? The law is being applied selectively, yet we have a constitution that says everybody is equal under the law. But what we are seeing in practice is some people being more equal than others.
Parliament is therefore urged to scrutinize and discuss such reports with a sober mind in order to come up with reasonable recommendations. President Museveni is also urged to take action against individuals close to him who have been involved in dubious acts.
What we would like to note is that most times you find there is a very big distance between the politician and the paperwork. So it is easier to get the engineer who signed off on something rather than the person who verbally instructed. If you see some of the issues that have been coming up, the minister would verbally instruct somebody. So it is very difficult to pin him on that. But they are expected to take political responsibility for the mismanagement of those funds. So we expect the president to take administrative action.
The Public Accounts Committee of Parliament had recommended various penalties for officials pinned by the report, but Parliament last week began exonerating the accused one by one. This prompted allegations that the Speaker of Parliament, Edward Chiwon Kasekandi, had rubbished the report findings. NBS News, Grace Nabidika.